morning, Kinder mathematicians. So this week, we have been working with our numbers all the way to 20. And these last few days with Mrs. Reeves, we've been reviewing that wonderful 20 frame. We've been reviewing those teen numbers. And so today, we're going to do something just a little bit different. We're going to represent those numbers, those teen numbers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to that 20 frame and we're going to fill it out and review some of those teen numbers. I'm going to turn you around so you can see my desk.
So here, friends, you have that 10 frame at the top, and you have another 10 frame at the bottom. Now you see the number 10 next to the first 10 frame because there are 10 squares. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The bottom 10 frame has another 10. But because we continue counting from 10, it goes 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So friends, if I put all of these at the top row, can you tell me how many I have? Sure, you can count them one by one, but if we already know one row is 5, how many counters do I have? That's right, 5. Let's count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what if I have both rows covered? Now how many do I have? Oh, yeah. Do I have to count all the way from here from the beginning? No. Remember that little trick Mrs. Reeves taught us? If this 10 frame is full, no empty spaces, completely full, we know that it's 10 because it's a 10 frame. Now, what if I have this 10 frame at the bottom completely full? Oh, now this 10 frame is full and this 10 frame is full. Friends, no empty spaces. How many do I have? That's right, I have 20 because this is a 20 frame. When you see 2 of these, it's 20 frame. Now, what if I were to take away some of these? So do we have to start counting all the way from number 1? We're gonna use that trick. We know this is full, so we know that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good job, friends.
That was great practice. I'm sure you remember now, nice and fresh and reviewed. Friends, what we're going to do now is we're going to be working with our teen cards. Do you remember those teen cards that we did last week? If you didn't, that's okay. Guess what? You can just grab any piece of paper, fold it in half, open it up. You're going to draw a line in the middle, and then we're going to draw 4 lines. Once you have those 4 lines, you're going to draw those numbers 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Once you're done writing those, you cut them. I'm going to bring you back up here so you can see me cut these teen cards. So this won't take too long. You can fast forward me or you can pause me, whatever you decide to do. All these teen cards cut out, we're going to put them in order. So let me show you how. So I have them all mixed up. Oh, some are even upside down. Got to fix that. And we're going to be looking. So we count. We already know that we count from 1 to 10. We got that. We've mastered that. We are experts at counting from 1 to 10. What comes after 10? That's right. 11. And then 12. 13. 14. 15, 16. Oh, this one's hiding under there. 17, 18, 19, and 20. If you notice, friends, there's a pattern here too. If you cover that first number, what do you have? 1. Cover that first number again. 2. And again, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it keeps going. Friends, numbers are patterns too. Representing a number means that you can show me what that number is or looks like in many different ways. Now, you'll recall that we did this way back in the beginning of kindergarten with numbers up to 5. And there was different ways for us to represent them. We used our fingers. Remember, we drew our fingers. We used dots. We drew little dots on the board. And we used words because the numbers are also words that you can write down. We also used our 5 frame because at the time we went up to 5. Another thing that we can use is called tally marks. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing you got to do is we've got to get a big piece of paper. I'm going to use a large piece of paper so that you can see exactly how I'm doing it. And we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to fold it in half again. Just like that. So that when you open it, you have 4 squares. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put it here on our board so that you can see it better. And you can watch as we work on representing this number. So the number I'm going to start with today is 14. And friends, on this paper, we're going to represent the number 14 4 different ways. So first, I've got to make those 4 boxes separate so that I know where one begins and one ends. So now that we have our 4 squares defined, we are going to take this number 14 and we are going to represent it in 4 different ways. So the first way we're going to represent it is in a word. And because we're super readers and super writers, we're going to be able to do that. So let's say the name of this number out loud. Ready? 14. 14. So the first part of that word is 4. And we know how to write 4 because we're super readers and we're kindergarten smart. So what's that first sound of 4? That's right, F. F. 4. O. 4. U. It's a little tricky word, but we know how to write it. 4. T. E. 14. Did you see that? That was amazing. And friends, remember, we are going to be brave spellers when we write these numbers. If you don't get it perfect, that's fine. What we want is your best effort. And we just want you to make sure you catch all those sounds, just like we've been practicing in phonics and writing. Next thing we're going to do on this side is we are going to draw 14 little dots. You ready to count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And just to make sure, we go back and count them again. 1, 2, 3. Do you notice how I'm touching each one as I count? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good job, friends. Thank you for helping me out with that one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put a 20 frame in one of these boxes. And remember, a 20 frame looks just like a 10 frame. 5 squares and 5 squares, but only a 20 frame is 2 times that. So let me show you what I mean. And make sure you look and take the time to look. This way, you can do it on your paper when it comes to your turn. So we're going to draw one here and one here. And so we're going to draw the 2 rows. And so we have one 10 frame and another 10 frame. Together, that makes a 20 frame. So let's do our 10 frame, our 20 frame with 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have to finish that same row before I can go to the next one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just like we already knew, a full 10 frame is 10. That means that there's no spaces, that means that there's no empty spaces. They're all completely filled with one dot. So we have 10. Our number is 14. 14, so that's 4 more than 10. Our number is 14, so we keep going until we hit 14. So we already know we have 10 here. So we start counting by 1 again? No, what's after 10? 11, 12, 13, 14. The next box and last box, we're going to do something called tallies. So you're going to count with me, and I'm going to show you how to do these tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you want to draw 14 sticks, that's perfectly fine. If you want to follow along like Miss Orozco and the fifth one, you cross it diagonally, that's great too. Do it as it's more comfortable for you. Now, friends, what you're going to do today is you're going to take one of these teen numbers. Yeah, pick one, and I'll put them on Schoology in case you don't have them. That's A-okay. You pick one, and you are going to do the same thing on a piece of paper. The first box is word. You're going to write the word of that number. And then you can draw as many objects as that number tells you. They can be flowers or dinosaurs or cars, stars, whatever you'd like. This one is our 20 frame. Need help? Let a grown-up know. They will be happy to help you. And last but not least, we do those tally marks. Again, you do these marks as easy as it is for you. Then you take a picture and you submit it to us here on Schoology. I can't wait to see which teen number you pick. Bye, friends.